Hey all, 118 Seth Shadow here. We're wrapping up the sneak preview weekend for Sparkling Stars, the newest Lyrical Monasterio set. And in comparison to what we saw with set 3, Dimensional Transcendence, it seems that pricing on a lot of these cards is back to what you typically expect out of pre-order pricing. So let's take a quick look at where some of these are right now. We went over sealed product before, but in terms of what we've got right now, one of the bigger cards right now is Valfer, which is a generic that can soul charge and draw you cards as well as gain some power. It's almost like Strega, except without the order restrictions. Just a little bit weaker and a little bit more restrictive in terms of its power. But this is one of the bigger ones that players have been looking to pick up. And starting at $40 for pre-order, already bought as well. Coral, which is our big encounter of this set, is starting at $20 and also bought. Interesting to see. And then Unilicia, which I believe is Coral support, but a grade 3. Yeah, that one is starting at $15. Coral is a very popular Bermuda unit from past formats. So for it to start off with some pretty high values like this is not too surprising. But I imagine we'll see some bigger drop-offs as we get closer to the set release at the end of this week. What's intriguing though is the pricing that we're seeing on the reprints of the triggers that come out of set 2. Now these reprints are foiled. I did pick up a sneak peek release kit whole set for this one, a whole pizza box. It's been a while since I've actually picked up any sneak peeks. And yeah, turns out that these are foiled. They're not like rare foiling, but they're actual double rare like foiling. Regardless, most of them are above $10 for their base price right now. Baratoy and Edwig, which are the draw and the critical trigger, are $11 and $15 right now, while Palvi is the cheapest at $8, so that one's falling a bit faster, but it already has a market price of $15, so someone bought it already. Lutetia is starting out at $15, and then what is this? A silver rare of Coral already sold at $35. That's pretty intriguing. Hasseret's triple rare starting at $10. Same with Kyoka. The new Sentinel that we got, which is an encounter of Mermaid Idol Ellie, is $2, already sold. Most of the boss units are $10 or higher right now from the looks of it, and a lot of the double Rs are starting at $2, which is pretty decent, as the expectation is a lot of these double rares should fall further over time. And if we take a look at anything on the second page, nothing too notable, I'd say. We don't have any LSRs on the market yet here. Kyoka, Nokno, Michu. There is a silver rare available of Prism Image Clear, available for $15. A number of these silver rares are starting off in the double digits, which it is sneak preview weekend, so naturally players and vendors who picked up some of these are definitely trying to look for some return on their value here. So we'll just have to see where things go. Looking at the last page, Sagita's SR is on the market right now for $20. We'll just have to see where it goes from here, but it's a definite that a lot of these are going to drop in value once we get to the set. Well, some cards got even later buyouts with the release of the sneak preview, like Nostria, which is one of Lutecia's big support cards. 2 listings left on the market at $55 base right now, but the market price is $27. But it looks like there was a high of $45 in the last 3 months, and technically it was just yesterday. The card has increased in price over the last month and has been selling more consistently in the 30s. And now we only have 2 listings available that go from 55 to 60. Yeah, Nostria is looking to be a card that we'll just continue to see play in Lutetia, but it also just depends on how many players are even going to play the deck. Loving Pink Franet from DivineZ 2 has not moved too much since we last talked about it. It's still in the double-digit range, but still at 20 or under when it comes to the silver rare and the triple rare right now, at least when it comes to base listings. The FFR is still in the $60 range, where it hasn't really moved from there very much. So I'd still watch out. There are only 8 listings left on the triple rare as well as the silver rare. So if a buyout's going to happen, it would probably happen sometime this week or next, I would think. Whirlwind Dragon Warden from Festival 2024. This is the discard cycler for Dragon Empire, which has notably been the cheapest of all the cyclers to pick up, and it's mostly been in the high dollar range. Right now, the base price is $3, and the market price has been slowly increasing over the last month to $3.13. And in terms of the available listings right now, they all go from 3 to 5 for the most part, so this is climbing up in value. If you pick this up at $1 to $2, that's good, because ultimately, I can't imagine these discard cyclers settling any lower than maybe 4 or 5 once Festival 2024 really runs out of stock. Blitz Staff Muna got reprinted in Festival 2024, so we now have 4 different variants that you can pick up, where this card was originally available as a promo from set 13, which means it also got reprinted, or I guess you could say redistributed, when set 3 of DivineZ came out, because we got set 13 promo packs with boxes. It's available as low as $2, and overall more like a $4 or $5 card amongst all of its lower rarities. If you want the FFR from Festival 2024, it's as low as $47 right now. Interestingly enough, even though it's a Blitz Staff card, it tends to get played more in Prison. The Overtrigger for Brantgate, Eldo Breath. I just wanted to go over this one since it's one of the more stable triggers in terms of decent value. And on top of that, a few different copies are short on listings. The one that comes out of DivineZ Set 1, Fated Clash, is down to 5 listings and is almost $4 base. Market price is about $4 as well. The other copies have a fair amount of listings aside from the Messiah one, which is to be expected given that the Messiah deck wasn't cracked open as heavily. Ultimately, a lot of the copies are $4 to $5 if you want to pick them up. And if you want the SP, that's $50, or at least close to that. No copies of the 2021 promo that you got as a winning promo. The last that sold, though, was $800. Cooling Heart Yuika, since we do have Sparkling Stars coming. Right now, card is still around $15 for most of its listings. And interestingly enough, the full art has the lowest base listing on the market right now at $14, which I'm actually curious to see if there's any shipping that's tied to that. It's hard to imagine. No, it is actually the cheapest on the market. So if you want the full art as opposed to foiling, well, you have a cheaper option than all the other ones, which are at least $15.50 to pick up. But for the most part, this card is $16 across the board. Enduring Beauty Herminia. This is a cheap card to pick up from Trick or Trick right now at about 50 cents base and still 36 listings, so not difficult at all to pick up. And when it comes to the FFR, $26 on that one, while the LSR is currently at least $160. Burina, which is a Blitz support card, is moving back up in value for the triple rare, while the FFR is down from its highs and is currently underneath $30 for its base listing. But if you want to pick up the triple rare right now, I'd say this is thanks to a lot of the Stoichio support from set 13 going up, but now it takes at least $14 to pick this card up, while the market price is currently around $11. Clear Skies Dragon Light Leads for Alden is also up in value for the double R at $3 right now, but the market price is still under $1, although there are only 7 listings left on this double rare. Alden is getting new support in the next set, set 4, so definitely watch out for that. Fluctuate Buster Barrage. This is a Blitz order from Clash of Heroes, set 11, and the FR for this one, this card sees play here and there as a pretty good Blitz order, especially if you play decks like Eva. This card is currently $5 to pick up base, and in terms of listings, there are 9 of them overall, but most of the listings tend to consolidate around 10 and higher. However, there is one listing with 5 copies that sells for $7 right now. And in terms of the spread of how much they're selling for, it's been from $2 to $8 when it comes to the last 3 months. Stealth Fiend Isasao is down in value in comparison to the highs that it was seeing just on the release of set 3. And now you can pick this card up for $8, and there's a lot of copies available right now when it comes to $8.50, kind of flirting around with those price points. So while this one is down, though, you do have to consider some other ones that have been on the uptrend, like Unprecedented, as well as this one, Suki Daichi. Suki Daichi's price has been moving upward, as even the reprint from 2024 is now past $10 to $12.50 as its base price. And if you want any of the original promos, they're at least $17 to pick up right now. But since the reprint is the same type of foiling that you can get for the original promo, it's still the best option in terms of rarity as well as price. Blast Artillery Dragon from set 3. A common and a holo. The holo is currently available for just over $2. But if we take a look at this one, I thought I had the non-foil up, so I guess we'll take a closer look at this. Where are you? Okay, there are the promos as well, which are at least $3 to pick up for the common one. There's only one version of the foil promo at $6.78 right now. And when it comes to the original common, they're at least $2.50 to pick up at this point. This is a very nice generic for Dragon Empire. I'll bet it's been low. It's been seeing less play overall. But as an alternative to most staples that you can play on the cheaper side, it is getting pretty expensive, especially given that it has a promo reprint and it's from set 3, which is supposed to be really cheap. Dashing Dragon Inon Rush, which just got released in our latest promo pack, is now down to about $6 base and 13 listings, and the foil is currently available for at least $15, but a market price closer to $13. This one is similar to, what do you call it? It's similar to Boulder Axe from Vargra, but it requires a bit more cost and also gains more power for swinging. And our last card for today is Crimson Igspeller, which saw a massive buyout before when Bladmeyer had first been announced, but that has long passed, and the card is now available back in the $1, $2 range, while the SP is now underneath $10 to pick up. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later.